What is the most important thing about a parent's upbringing of their child? Number one factor is role modeling. You must be the role model before you can teach them. You must be the role model before you can teach them. You might be saying, what if they're only 1 year old? Do I have to be a role model? Yes, wallahi al-azim. Studies have shown that a 1-year-old child, when they hear their parents fighting or screaming or swearing, the child feels distressed and they cry. Subhanallah, other than food or whatever. And as they get older, it is established that now between the age of 2 and 7 years old is where the child develops its identity and character. And it takes it from the parents. If your children are teenagers, you need to be role modeling. You can't tell them one thing and do the other. And here is the thing. Of course, you're a human being. Parents are human beings. If you make a mistake, let your children know you made a mistake. That's how you remedy it. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you shouted at them in the wrong time, or you said something you shouldn't have said, go back and sit them down. Say, look, son, daughter, I made a mistake. I'm only human. Nothing wrong with saying, forgive me. Give them a hug if you can. Wallahi, they'll love you more. They'll understand you're human and you make mistakes, and it's forgiving. And they'll learn that too from you. So role modeling, my brothers and sisters. Number 2 is having consistency in your rules and in your promises. Don't give them conflicting rules. 1 minute you're allowed, next minute you don't allow for no other reason, for no reason. They won't respect you. In fact, brothers and sisters, I'm going to give you 4 aspects that if you do them, you are sure to lose them. 4 things you do them, you are sure to lose them. Number 1, violence and always getting angry. Violence and always getting angry. Violence is physical, verbal, severely emotional, severely mental, even religious violence. What do I mean by religious violence? Meaning using the text to your advantage when you were not allowed. For example, a parent says to their child, go and steal. And just giving you a generic example. Otherwise, Allah will be angry with you for not listening to me. A parent says, you've got to marry this person. Otherwise, the anger of Allah is upon you. The parent says, every bit of money you have, you must give it to me, even if the parent is not in need of it. This is haram. Violence emotionally, putting them down, calling them names, ridiculing them. You are sure to lose your child. Sarcasm, emotional blackmail, smacking them, getting a regular habit of doing these things, especially if they're older. Throwing or hitting objects. I've seen both mothers and fathers. Fathers will use their fist, they'll break walls, or they hit the child. Mothers, sometimes they break glass, they throw food on the floor, screaming at the dad, dad screams at the mum, they slam the doors. All of this is violence, brothers and sisters. You are destroying your children this way, if you do that, God forbid.